Ha mé an marrát de Colonsay. Eileanan nach chailech mínit an buíle. Jo, cyú fichit júcha ar a phléin.
Alan, you brought me in here in double quick time from Eileanan. Terrific. Is this an Islander?
Yes, this is a British Norman Islander, and it's an aircraft which has been built for flying really to the small islands and small strips. There's nothing else quite like it, and it's the mainstay of all this island hopping that we do.
How often do you not get in?
Very rarely. The only thing which, if the wind is exceptionally strong, it's a problem. And it can be a problem at Colonsay because from the south, it's right across the runway. So when it exceeds 35 knots, we can't fly with the wind across the runway. But otherwise, the other one is low cloud because there's no radio beacons on the island.
And do you enjoy it?
Oh, very much so. I'm a relief pilot, and I can't wait to get out here on a good day and fly. And the scenery is just so fantastic. And it changes every day. What you see from the cockpit changes every day, and you see all sorts of things you didn't see before on a previous flight.
Yes.
So it's absolutely absorbing and very, it's a great privilege to do this work.
Apardói scuineal a bhí siútach cuairt de Colonsay. Sé hunne na Eileanan is slú le dúnga fentaléir háast, agus nach chéadtíireach baimhil fad.
Haniel in an Colonsay ach 10 míle de gad agus 2 míle de léad, agus ha má hia fichit sa cód 10 neach go fentaléir. Ha imach Colonsay cealach go bhfuil Eileanan fare ma hua, mo yes agus manier, ach an il stúri eichking san áirtíníir ach an cóan mór fálah.
So jólas a chúr súil na Colonsach. Jo mi barach go meach fó ché a chud sté bé seo in Eileanan, agus bha céalleicir is sin éan seo, na machrichin.
Ha seánach nich néal árach an hó, ach réine tachi an na Colonsay tóf sér in Eileanan. Sé fare bhfuil an bú, of is fúst, bú na leorichin, an teosta, agus cí an laisig.
Jessie, wil u hé fact a bheith seo, dúr cói seo in na Colonsay?
Núcach, aha.
Agus I dag go dáte rí?
A dag. A dag. Bha mi seo fact me bheith. Agus bha mi sa scóil na seo.
Aha.
Sa sé nach sé, roitar an is na bhert CT. Correspondent tuition.
Oh, sé, né. Agus
bhá gan éine húna Caladíg.
Agus is sin géine go lópas gachúir fólah.
Gachúir fólah.
Agus géanú se bhá mar is statú sin I dhéanag?
Sé díg.
Agus is sin sé rengiú I seo?
Le bha batla eit mar.
Ró.
So bha mi cúteach go de batla.
Aha.
So chum sin misidul ach bit na me fiúr fólah sin. A rú go jáir seo sin.
Ach cyfyd McNeil efo sio mar efo sef hei o, mar efo sef eich ysgol?
O, fa mor yn as ysgol ydyn am. Fa, da dy sé ysgol mar efo mission.
Mo.
Fa.
Ti ac ap glea y sio?
An mor fy niafis.
Hanya dŵnia ysgol, nio?
Hanyl. Sanyl. Hanyl. Se tyrach yn Eileanan.
Se. Wel, dwy be, ti hynna siarn a sio?
Wel, a behel am fental yn nart sy bíle.
Ha is sori fy hwg sy'n carsantnacht i ar Sean eich riaf y cwl o chwr I Colonsay. Na'n byg mae gachu sy yn sio, ha niaring ffol of es. Agus gan sori ti, is da eich o ffasgyr gyrwch ys taringiach ŵr, te grwtio Colonsay. Ac o chwr cwysyn yn da files y siach. Agus gag sin gyreg Colonsay yn jailing a slw yn dŵl le a grwtio'r ach hein. Ishi Chris Nisbet gomer a hoshi him.
Well, it wasn't just my idea. 3 other guys on the island were in the pub one night and were trying to work out a way, you know, to start up a new business. And they were all drinking beer. and
Yes.
thought it might be a good idea to start it, see if it was possible to set up a brewery. And then I kind of came in the back door and started speaking to them. So the four of us started it in 2007.
And how did you learn? Did you do online? Did you go to a college? How did you do it? A book?
Well, we got some help from a guy on the Islands Enterprise, which it was at that time.
Yes.
And they put us in touch with some business advisors. And we got the basics from that, you know, how to set up the business. And then we obviously had to get some expertise in here to learn how to brew.
What does make one brewery different from another? You know, you don't have the stills the way they do in whiskey and stuff. So how do you create the differences?
I think the first part is obviously the recipe you've got to create your different types of beer. I mean, we still tinker with our recipes. You know, I'm never happy with what we produce, even though it's probably maybe the best brew we've done. I'll change it and it's not as good the next time. That's probably the main thing. Obviously, we have a water here, which may be slightly different from, and that's the largest part, I think, of the beer is obviously the liquid.
So the quality of the water is paramount.
We use 5 different hop types here, and the different malt types. We've obviously got 2 different types. There's a lager malt for our lager, and we've got a pale ale malt, which we use for the India Pale Ale and the 80 shilling. And then there's also different types of roasts that the malt goes through to create.
So again, a bit like the whiskey thing, you know, depending how much you...
It's very similar. In fact, the first part of the process here is very similar to
starting to make whiskey. Is being on an island running a business a wee bit of a problem or not?
Well, I would say it's a big bit of a problem. I think when we first were thinking of starting the business up, we spoke to some people in the know in the brewing industry, and they thought we were mad. You know, if we were wanting to create a sustainable, profitable business, this was the wrong place to do it. And I think, you know, if you were in it for the big
bucks,
you know,
you wouldn't.
They would be right. You know, we can only do so much here, and it is frustrating because we wish we could do more, you know, to grow it, but we've got that bit of water between us and Oban, which is and the freight charges are steep.
A boring gone de grúte acal can blasid toilet la hoperach.
Hey, sláinte bheith. Now you see, that's got bags of flavour, but it doesn't have, you know how sometimes you get that slightly, not acrid, I don't know how to, but a funny aftertaste. Now that doesn't have it. I think I could get quite used to this. That's very nice.
Han hyn túlitasin Colonsay seg chafóra húla hélain, slua a crínig agus genne oikri. Haich project trúchtir a Colonsay a húra hós fechan gra agin súyachad áarachag. Ha fert a chásin hionach dólmach níl, it'll líise go ma yéing.
Must be about 10 years ago now. The local development company, along with the Crofters Commission in Highlands and Islands, decided to see if they could buy some land and create some new crofts as a way of enticing younger people to the island. Because we had a huge gap of the sort of 30 to 40-year-old, that age group. And they eventually managed to buy some land from another crofter who was selling up and created some crofts, but the whole project was taking a long time to reach, to get anywhere, and they asked me to help, just to try and attract people to apply and come and live here, basically.
Oh, were you successful?
Yes, but it was really difficult, but we've got one local person in a croft now, and one, two, 3 who have come to live here specifically, and one other person who's lived here now for a long time, maybe 10 years, but him and his wife are young and they're going to get a croft as well, so they've got a young child. So,
did the people that you chose, did they have to have any animal husbandry experience to qualify?
No, they had to have a business plan that said what they intended to do, and I don't think any of them are doing that now, but they're all doing something which is beneficial, and they've all got ideas for the land. But no, they didn't, because we reckoned that if they were capable of getting themselves here and setting up, they could learn what they needed to. Most of them had the experience of horticulture of some sort.
So was it the island way of life that brought them here?
Yes, I think so. I mean, the experience of remote places they'd been on holiday or they'd been in Colonsay and liked it, or obviously the two that are from Colonsay.
Here, they knew it.
Although they weren't originally from Colonsay, they know what it's like.
Yes.
Agus is dweud dyn oca a hálag at Eileanan, femi mire agus corsiachta vi rochba. A dólid skipa a rúch kjol Colonsay.
I gather it's getting famous.
Is it?
Hear,
good?
Yes, I hear.
Good. It's famous in its own little way because it can't get any bigger because this is the size we are with a limited amount of accommodation, a limited size of a hall. So it'll always be the same size as it is.
Which is lovely.
But we've been very lucky because we get approached now by agents or sometimes acts themselves.
Do you really?
Just because they've heard it's a good crack to come to Colonsay. And
so that's good. So you can be more selective now then.
well, yes. I don't think we've turned very many people away.
Don't say that. Keep the standards up.
Yeah. No, I've got to say that the musicians they've all been very good at accommodating us, because we're small. They come here for a weekend, so they're missing out on, 2 gigging nights quite often, but they get a weekend's holiday paid for by us out of it.
I see. And so how many people would you expect to get?
Up to about 200 and between 200 and 250, but then there'll be about 50 locals.
Yeah,
out of
but
that.
even so.
So a couple of hundred coming in for the festival. Yes.
That fairly doubles the size of the place.
Well, it does.
A corsiachad is uach rochasan a hig chúrt, agus a bhí mha gáil na smó. Fémiad cúteach djú via, agus Eileanan, angel stúna seo na múrach. Ha fásgur da ichit bliana o hennig andra Abrahams den Eileanan, sé ha rúich tua isir in Colonsay.
Andrew, before I start questioning you minutely about all the exciting things that you do here, I brought some of this excellent Colonsay beer. Do you like the IPA?
That's my choice, Heather. That definitely would be my choice.
Well, shall I open this and then you tell me about what you've contributed to the picnic?
I brought something special for you for the picnic. We brought...
Look at that.
Oh,
well held, well held.
We brought some Colonsay oysters to go with that. And I want you to try some of these, Heather. I think if you like shellfish, you'll enjoy these.
What kind are yours?
These are Gigas, Crassostrea Gigas.
Yes, Gigas, right, yeah.
And I want you to try that and see what you say.
See what I say. Come out, is what I'm saying to it.
We should have brought the
Gosh, that's the essence of the sea, isn't it?
It is.
So how old are these?
These will be 3-year-old.
So how did you start?
I started, well, we had to work out how to grow them out here in the Strand because we were very exposed out on the west there. And
do you grow them on ropes?
No, in net bags on steel trestles at the bottom of the spring tide.
Right.
And then we're going out with tractors and trailers, bringing them back in or working them out on the tide.
I have no concept of how many oysters you're dealing with, say, in a year.
You would probably be talking of 250,000 a year. Yeah, that's part-time. I mean, most would be up at 500,000 and above.
But when you said that, that you were on the scale, that you really need something else, your something else is the honey, isn't it?
Yes. There's a tradition, quite a long tradition here in Colonsay, beekeeping.
Mm-hmm. And there were still some of these original bees that the department had were there still some of them left on the island?
One or two wild stocks around, but mostly I brought them from the mainland. I looked around and brought black bees, native black bees in during the 80s.
I see.
To establish the colonies because it is a isolated stock here, completely self-sustaining. you'll enjoy this. You try, that's oat cakes and honey.
Nothing better.
And the
flavour of it. It's such a positive flavour, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to lick it off. That's terrific. Why has it got such a good flavour?
we have a wide range of flowers here on Colonsay.
Well, I noticed even in the fields alone.
The wildflowers we start in the spring, gorse, willow, move on to the sycamore, and then here on the strand, all around the edges, the sea pinks.
Oh, I never thought of them, of course, being attractive.
Yeah. And then right now the working bramble, clover.
Yes, there's masses of clover.
A lot of clover.
Yep.
Good quality clover, the old wild white clover. And it all adds to the mix that gives the lovely flavour of Colonsay honey. It's a special.
It is
a special
very special.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
quite, it is quite distinct, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's quality honey.
Vrechten rein aachachas grievachel mielig mór na clúinging va cúmal piona Séilean. Al maich go páchas flúrich in idir jalja ach ag oren na dúcha leis Colonsay.
Ha mai be haris hu palche agus hu boiach an na tíchin na seo. Ha mi tla hachar se kuching at dúche yis is go big an barach churimóre. Ach na het a boiach.
In bria natere fas in sogarige Angela Scrimshire, maar horror den hoorje hoorivo mevis Gulliver, saar ha is nan loose.
And have you noticed a terrific surgence in orchises? I mean, I'm looking here. Look at these dark ones. Normally, we exclaim if we see 2 or 3. Look at them.
Because they were mowed at the right time, because maybe somebody should tell me when
to
the right
mow.
time. And because it is very well known in England anyway, but of course everybody's so desperately keen to have everything looking tidy.
The point is the island is so small and there are so many different habitats that are close together that you feel that you're seeing far more.
Yes, yeah.
Because we've got everything from sandy beaches, shingle beaches, bogs, burns, lochs, rocky hills, heather hills.
Woodlands.
We've got great natural woodlands on the east coast, which are wonderful. We leave our garden from probably late March, and we don't cut until October.
Really? Really?
But we cut it really.
And then you do cut it really quite tightly in October.
And we rake out the old stuff, and it's just covered in flowers, yes.
This is very good news because I think more people should know about this because as we're all getting older and we want less work, then this, instead of mowing every week, this sounds to me a perfect answer, doesn't it?
It's sort of safe.
Haar eigen golf van Colonsay a cúmal rifials nach nadere a höfkrúne tíre. Nis, soar go mes a misher golf, ach gaifsen a ha miseller dúlan, fechig dat man goas rún golf Colonsay. Och túl jeek rún hon nadere sa ha in an Alba. Han rún vachere, agus han fer ga chúmal gurish le krú, kurig is koinnig ga chrimek. En je liest nog tachrische verfjeuringjucher in Jeesmen game. Stochen nog een show in Reunen sluit me hen ik Miriaf. A gapperke villa bria. Vecht ne schaling aaning van goortje. Haar raken wil in Reungolf koppes dag het plianne geus. Agus nog hen ik aardige moose biertelen aan de pliannigen. Chwyr mi'r doi yn dachring ri Kevin Byrne e croch na gal, fasgir yn rwy'n golf. A hwy fôr ege yn yn lechtri agos un si cesn go, ma'n rwy'n ingiach a lorig archaeolichan and yn sio yn yn Colbhasaidh.
Now, are we approaching where the skeleton was found?
We are indeed. I think it's more or less
Thank
just
you.
here. I'll come
Here?
past you. And yes, just about here. The school teacher and her husband were walking across the dunes, and we've been looking at this site, I suppose, about a week beforehand in an outing with the school children. We were looking at the fact that there was a lens of occupation material here.
Because you see these big slabs.
Stones, they were part of the fireplaces and stuff.
Oh, I
so
see.
we'd always been able to look at this, but evidently there'd been a wind, and the wind had just eroded enough of the sand that by the time they came across here a week later, just walking across here, and they wondered what on earth this at first seemed like a shell, and they looked more closely, and lo and behold, it was a skull. And later excavation revealed there was an entire skeleton there. Everything was there incomplete. So it's quite amusing in a way, because then the next move was they called me to say what were we supposed to do, and even I knew we had to tell the police immediately,
Of course,
which we did.
yes.
So the police then contacted the island doctor. The island doctor came across, and he was asked to examine the remains.
Post-mortem.
Yeah, he felt they were past saving, but he was able to write on the death certificate that the time of death, approximately 1,000 years ago. He was very pleased at. The skeleton was complete during the Viking period. This whole area was occupied by the Vikings at the time, and it was quite a nice buckle that was found, and there were some other bits and pieces. It was the equivalent of a little tiny, like a little handbag, and a mysterious metallic object, which I believe is being X-rayed, and they haven't quite worked out exactly what it was yet. But certainly a very interesting remain, and right in the heart of what had been a very large Viking settlement.
Gaat na lochlin ich in gehore yn Eileanan. Ach nach mecca fel drecht na Gael cwtsiach. Ha frieden dolchis in Eileanan ha as Alba Gaelic, dat na chalach corre gwynia ca brywing. Na mis ca net tutterden, hennig o Colonsay a glen na coen noa nach roiach ceir pliana y gywys.
Agus lysysing mewn hennig sy'n sio, yn ia bertyn na Gaelic y faf.
Beel.
Hwn ie.
Beel y fain.
Agus ti'n mewn hwyr o'r eich me ta, hwn yn...
Fa Gaelic i gyhwylio dwi'n eilys. Chlawn fa mis y sgolus fa Gaelic agos yn sa byd gyda Britain Beel ach yr wyren. Agus fa balwch big. I gental yn nar o'r rhwm. Sa ro Beel eke. Sa ro Gaelic amser. Chosi sy'n i'r play cola. Agus gydwch biwsig sy'n cola.
Fawr sio ffat dy fe, ti fawr hei genig me ta, mae'n gag o sgol.
Mae'r gag mi sgol fa mi gwbrys yn dyfwr. Sian haich mi yn falus fa mi gwbrys yn deri.
O ro?
Sian ysdei sian, wel ffos mi, haich sy'n dy Glasgow sian blian, agos haich yn dwi'n iag yn cwmwr, agos hiw mi sy'n gach eich sio.
All right. Ti mewn hws ys mwynjach y gar eich yn Eileanan, fwn y faws y wok ys y nish?
Gar eich ac ymwr. Fa barwch dyn iawn, fental iawn, mae'r fa mi siog.
Fig.
Sy'n eich at y jeans, bychad gwrsws tains, sy'n bychad yr ffolwf, sy'n second homes iawn.
Se.
Wel, na dyn fi Britain Gaelic, mae'r haich hennig dyn ysdy. Bad y graf sy'n bad manners y fewn fi Britain Gaelic, mae'r ras yn ysdy, agos horsyn sy'n i'r Britain Bale, agos sy'n chael sy'n i'r Gaelic.
Sy'n na corre grinetta hennig as te orm, hw cosas a ha Gaelic ile is Gaelic Colonsay. Mae'r efig dŵl.
Yn lwyr un gwrs y smwynjach ffacl sy'n bi ha mochyn gyfel sorage dy Colonsay. A sy'n ydyn y ffental y sio, angel sy'n y ffwrach y sio. A da ffacl a sy'n ach heil.
Be sy'n y ffwrach gys yn Eileanan, ac be sy'n ffental ys yn dei.
Ah, right. A sy'n un aha. Che ffacl y fi sa sy'n marw a yw yn a hurry?
Jeffer.
Ah, right. Hi at che hainga a hae sy'n y gyda'n y cafag. Fel yw sy'n miach la cwtr ymach, gy gwmsyn y dŵl chain jain hei y dŵl. Nio, fel a tyrach Dúlín na Sliol go bhfuil Gaelic full of coyú.
Ó féimi sin a chumála dó Gaelic an héin.
Ha ceol cheartú cútramach an an bheith in Eileanan sa ha Gaelic. Ha clánich níl na machtaich na clúchan sa nala an loch. Ha dúla am cúneach a grítíisteacha, Séamas Macnéil, mech braad Hionaj, agus in níine ke Caitlin as teach me chun chéili.
My brother and I have played together for, I hate to say, but it's probably 35 years now. And,
that's not too bad a statistic. I can think of worse ones.
And I think it was just a natural progression that Caitlin and my son Liam they joined in when they felt like it. And so that's when we got, and we've been playing at the music festival, which they've had here for the last 6 or 7 years. So we've been playing at that every year.
The name of the band, the Machrans, where does that come from?
Well, we are the Machrans McNeils. We've all at one time lived on the Machrans farm, which is a farm I have on the west side of the island. Hughie, my brother, was actually born there. The rest of us have all lived there at some part of our lives. Unfortunately, none of the family live there now, but that's where it came from, the Machrans farm on the west side of the island.
And does it mean, do you know what Machran means? Does it come from the Machran?
It does indeed. A large part of the farm, which also uses a golf course.
So you must be over by the airport then,
is Macker ground. There's a large part of it down the southwest corner is Macker ground. And that is where the name of the farm came from.
I see. So as a proper farmer, as a Busdra crofter, you don't have a day job as well as the farm,
I indeed do, yes.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
What's the day job?
The other job I have is I'm port supervisor for Calmac Ferries.
Oh, are you? So that must be quite fun, though, because then you know absolutely who is coming and going. Yes.
Well, you do, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's quite hard work at this time of year when it's busy with visitors to the island, but it's very enjoyable.
Henny cora gúine a seo súl láin chun chéili, agus a géisteach an órang a ring Séamas Macnéil. Gyd sé Eileanan uafasach beg an na Colonsay, ha mórant le ruúich seo, agus gysorid mar a haus múnjach hw beg sa han lua. Ha mi sé fechging Colonsay fo ile, a hwlet laa, agus ha mi tjach man leirach nach denig mi seo na spichende, ach ha mi sé smúrach gul sintel gaar ach beg an a nish.